people. Sorry, they're having technical difficulties on my cameras. But we're here talking about some football today. The end of week 13. Oh boy, you know what? I actually missed a lot of Thanksgiving Day. I watched some of the highlights, some game reels, and it's been interesting to watch. Couple commentaries. I ain't gonna lie, you think Detroit had time gonna make the playoffs? Kansas City might be about done. Man, that AFC race has been incredibly flipped. We got the who's in first place out there. Hold on, I'm about to take a look at some of this real fast here. Bear with me, so I gonna always look at my content before I get rolling. I do go ahead and get rolling because I got a lot of stuff I'm doing this week. Some of this unrelated to this stuff, some of the stuff I'm playing in sports. I actually invite to play in a bounce volleyball league. I'm doing snow. I'm out balancing out business information, meetings, and all sorts of things. And so all this stuff is unrelated and related at the same time. But let's just say I'm back on track here. Let's talk about some of this football stuff here now. Let's talk about some of the stuff you just be like, shake your head, you make your head think, spin, whatever. Well, let's start off with this. That Broncos Commander overtime game Sunday night. Which I decided to go to bed on because I figured I ain't gonna be able to watch. The Commander's been terrible all season, even with Daniels in the lineup. The defense suspect, the offense has been consistent. And Daniels wasn't even in the lineup. They had Marcus Mariota. And boy, did he give a doggone heck of a fight of that game. They went, matter of fact, the Broncos scored first in overtime. They went down, they got the touchdown, decided to go for two. They just couldn't quite get it done. But I got impressed Commanders, but pretty much this season done. If I Jaden Daniels not 50-50, I would bring him back, let him heal. I'm just saying. Bills beat Steelers, no surprise there. Chargers beat Raiders. Seahawks beat Vikings. Some of these games were blocks. That's why I didn't watch much action. I know most of these games are going to be terrible this weekend. Here goes the team to watch. The Houston Texans. Well, I mean here. They beat the Colts. They're on a roll right now. I think they actually might be in the last playoff spot. They just beat the Falcons in one of those we call the Nobody Going Nowhere Bowl. Tampa Bay struggled. Actually, I had to watch this game, Tampa Bay, and I saw the Tampa Bay versus Cardinal game. That was wild. That game was wild. But once again, Tampa Bay just seemed to quite slightly get it done. They're not, and the Cowboys beat Chiefs Thanksgiving. That surprised me. I thought maybe they might the wrong. But you know what most interesting in all this is? The most interesting thing in all this is the NFC doggone standing. The doggone freaking Chicago Bears are currently the 1 seed NFC playoff race, 2/3 of the way through the season. Whoa. I'm like, what the heck? No, I'm not coming here wearing no Chicago Bulls t-shirt either because, no, I'm not Chicago anybody. I don't even like any Chicago team except for the Cubs. I used to feel really sorry for them. And I have respect for the Cubs because Cub fans went through a lot. And honestly, I got more respect for a Cubby fan than I do for almost any other fan outside Detroit, Michigan. Because I'm a Detroiter true and true. But I ain't gonna hit everybody, but there's certain teams I just not. I'm not gonna ever pull for nothing. And definitely not the Bears, but I gotta give Ben Johnson his props. He done the job over in Chicago. Okay, a certain person hear this, that's it. Because rematch in week 18 is over. So you know where I'm at, what team I belong to. Y'all know about some other video blogs, but okay. Decided to wear my Pistons stuff, my boys doing the good thing and hooping. You know, they getting it on. I still play some to myself, believe it or not. But, okay, back to football here. Boy, let's see. Got some other thoughts here. The Bengals beat the Ravens. That is a surprise. Considering everything else, Joe Burrow finally came back. And that division, it still might be up some for grabs. Steelers are slipping. The Ravens may not be as hot now. Maybe somebody figured out something. The Panthers beating the Rams were a big, major thing there. Because the Rams look like they're on their way to be the NFL's best team. But right now, at least in the NFC side of the games, once again, it's the Bears. Who's number 2? Well, in the AFC, it's definitely Patriots and Broncos. Jags and Baltimore still lead the division. Which is interesting that Houston's still not in the wild card race. They're still a game behind Buffalo. And they also got to be careful because they got that tiebreak on them from that earlier Thursday night a couple weeks ago. So, oh boy. And on the NFC side, I know Detroit's right there just outside the last spot. My goodness, San Francisco 9-4, and that's the third wild card spot. It's gonna be tight up there. And the Eagles are actually a 3 seed. Wait a minute. wow, this is amazing. Like right now, basically Carolina, Dallas, Detroit, San Francisco, Green Bay, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Philly, Los Angeles, Chicago, all in for playoffs. Everybody else in NFC, they done. By far, they're done. And boy, I'm gonna see this much, people. It's gonna be a rough one to get there, and it's gonna be a dogfight to the end. I learned now not count nobody out, not to count nobody in. Definitely, that's for certain. I also want to say another thing about quarterback playing running quarterbacks. I know Jackson Dart got a lot of criticism making that run out, and the doggone Giants with the arms ready to fight. But look here, on some reality, you ran the bounds, you're gonna get hot. Yeah, Buck Tough. I know he had a concussion. He's what, first year rookie. He gonna take some hits. He gonna run a little bit. That's what they kind of do. That's what football players do. They run. They quarterbacks young. They take off runs, and they don't be careful and slide. And I don't know Jackson Dart had a little league baseball background, but sliding was not in the slide. But I'm gonna say this: Dart, you need to get out of bounds. Because these NFL guys, that's what they want to do, especially those safeties coming charge. They want to get a blast or linebacker. Bam! Hit you out of bounds. Take the whole season out. They your teammates want to go fight. No. Get your butt out of bounds. If you don't want to hit, take out of bounds. Go out of bounds. Jackson Dart, go out of bounds. This is advice to you, young fella. And I'm a tough guy than anybody. Look, I see a guy back, but I'm doing 50 pounds, and I ain't worried about getting anybody. Then again, But the dude running like you like missile. You're running one way, and the guy with 3 pounds when you coming at you full. No, get out of bounds. I see high school quarterbacks got bounce better than that. If y'all gonna run them over, make sure you run them over, not you get ran into the bench, opposing team bench. Probably not a good place to be at. And yeah, Giants, you can't go fight a guy. It's a legal hit. Just get them back on next time around. Okay. Let's see. Big game for Detroit coming up against the Cowboys. Cowboys been on a roll. They've been on a roll. We come back to Detroit. Yeah, we still ain't forgot all that cheating they try to do, all the plays. The referee, pass interference, Matthew Stafford. Did not check in Taylor Decker on the. Oh, don't worry. We ain't forgot about none of that. We booked another year. Trust me, we know. And we need this game bad too. I know they might be a better team, but we're winning this game. And I'm putting a guarantee sheet on it. That's right. The Street Watch guaranteed he did against 04 when Tayshaun Benz made probably the greatest NBA playoff block shot of all time. That's why I wore the shirt. They had to make a reference there. Okay. Well, I'm going to say this much. I'm about to get off here. I'm done. I didn't say everything I needed to say today. I know I didn't do a lot more than rant and talk on about whatever, but I made a few points here. Y'all pick it out. Y'all got about 9 minutes of first video to look through. I'll see you later. Deuces. Till next week. Or actually, for me, till Thursday night after the Lions-Cowboy game.